My channel. Today's video is a very special one because we are using 100% drugstore products only, and this is a Valentine's Day inspired look. So if you guys are looking for more affordable products to wear to your Valentine's Day date or to use on a daily basis, of course, I have some suggestions in here for you. I made sure that I had a drugstore product for every single step of my makeup routine, from brows to setting spray. I didn't even want to use my Morphe setting spray just because I wanted every makeup product to be something that you can shop for at your local drugstore or Target or Walmart. This is the look that I came up with. I listed every single product that I use in the description box down below so that you guys can find them. And I also want to say, most of the products that I used today I've had for a while, but I did have to go shopping for a few that I didn't have. So I liked pretty much everything except like one thing, which I'll tell you about at the end of this video. Before we get started, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you're new here, my name is Patty. I would love it if you hit that red subscribe button. It means the world to me. If you're not following me on my other social media accounts, the handle is @PattyCAlonso, the way it's spelled right here. That is for Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, so feel free to add me there. I will be taking pictures of this look right here for my thumbnail and also for Instagram, so make sure you check it out over there. And as always, if you have any questions or anything to tell me, make sure you leave it in the comments down below. I am reading my comments all the time and I love responding to all of them. So anything you have to say, just make sure you leave it in the comments down below. With that said, let's not ramble any longer. Let's just go ahead and get started with this makeup tutorial. Alright guys, so as you can see, we are going to start from zero, and I am going to start by using this right here. This one I did a full video on once it came out last year. I'm going to link it up here for those of you who have not seen it. And it is my first impressions / review on this product. I still have it, so spoiler alert, I did not hate it. I'm going to just go ahead and put a bit of it in the back of my hand right here. And I am using an Anastasia little tiny brush. Any like angled tiny brush that you have will work for this. And we're going to start drawing little hairs. So you're going to pretend like you have a brow pencil and not a brow pomade, and you're going to treat it like a pencil so that you don't put too much on. So as you can see, I'm just doing little hairs throughout my brow and I'm brushing it through. Alright, so you can see how it looks right here. I just again did little hair like strokes throughout to fill it in, and I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Alright, so here I am, brows are on. This pencil is actually like waterproof. I was using this one for the longest time, like every day to go to work. I want to say I used it for like 4-ish months or so. In fact, my tube is almost empty. I've been having to like scrape out whatever's left so I can do these eyebrows, but I'm glad that I had enough for today. For concealer, we are going to use the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This is a cult favorite. Everybody loves it, and I love it too. This one I've had forever, kind of. Like, this tube is new, but I've had it in and out of my collection quite a few times, and it is a really nice concealer. I used to have it a long time ago, way before I started my YouTube channel, and I repurchased it a few months ago when I went to Ulta with my friend Andrea, and she loves it, so she's like, you need it, so I got it. And I always clean the top, not just to define my brows a little more, but also because that way when I put foundation on later, I don't have to take my foundation very close to my eyebrows, and so that way I'm not messing up my eyebrows. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my brush right here. Any fluffy brush or like small sponge will work. I want to do it before cleaning this one up because this concealer tends to dry a little bit faster than other concealers that I use, so I don't want it to be impossible to blend out afterwards. By the way, during this step I do put concealer in my inner corner because it's harder to do it later on. Alright, so 14 minutes of footage later, my brows are done. Eyebrows are the step that take me the absolute longest, even longer than eyes, I think, as part of my like makeup routine, because I have kind of shitty eyebrows and I want them to be perfect. So I do spend the extra time. Alright, so we're going to move on to eyes. And here's something I didn't get. I did not get an eyeshadow primer. The reason being, you can use concealer to prime your eyes, so I'm going to use this Maybelline one. The palette we are going to use today is this one here. This is the Lemonade Craze palette by Maybelline. I have other like affordable palettes like the Jaclyn Hill little ones and like my ColourPop palette, but I wanted to use something truly drugstore. So this is only like $9.99 at Target, so I'm going for this one. I also have a video on this one that I did when it came out last year, so I'll also link it up there if you guys want to check it out and see another look with it. Today is a Valentine's Day look, so I'm going to see what I come up with. I'm definitely going to be using these pinky shades here. Okay, so the first color I'm going to use is this color here called Berry Ice, and I'm going to use it as a transition. So I'm getting a fluffy Morphe brush and I am using it to transition into any other colors up here on the crease of my eye. Alright, so let's go ahead and get you guys closer so you can really see what I'm doing. So I'm going back and forth doing windshield wiper motions. If I remember correctly, there's really nothing horrible about these shadows except for the fact that you sometimes have to like really build them up in order to get the intensity of the color that you see in the pan, but that really doesn't bother me. As a highlight color for my brows, I'm going to use the color Sunnies right here, and I'm going to just kind of press it under the brow. And again, I'm going back with my fluffy brush and just making sure there's no hard edges. And next I'm going to grab Ice Pop right here, and we're going to put it on the outer corner and the crease of the eye as well. Okay, so now that the color is there with this fluffy brush, I'm going to also pack it on. So I'm getting my packing brush that I use for underneath my brow, and I'm just packing it on right here on this outer part and a little bit into the crease. And then I'm going back with my fluffy brush and making sure it's still blended. Okay, so next I'm grabbing this color right here called Old Fashioned, and with this Sephora Collection number 13 brush, I'm going to go ahead and pat it right here on the outer corner. And again, with my number 10 brush, I'm going to go around it, make sure it's all blended. I'm going to clean the fallout from underneath my eye. And I'm going to go ahead and wet my brush with my Make It Dewy setting spray that I just bought from Milani. And I just tasted that. I'm going to grab this color here called Citrus, and I'm going to, if the camera focuses, put it on my lid. And I'm going to go and make a little line with the wet eyeshadow right here on the crease. By the way, I just bought this brush from Sephora. Obviously, we're not using drugstore brushes for this video. This is the number 13, and I am loving it so far. You see how like sharp it made that line? We didn't even have to cut the crease. By the way, I wasn't really going for a cut crease. It just kind of happened. Alright, so now we're just going to eliminate this like harsh line right here. And for that, I'm going to go back and pop more of that pinky shade on the outer corner. Alright, so now I'm going back with the gold color and tapping it over the edge too. And I'm just kind of go ahead and like, I just do that until they kind of blend. A little bit more pink, a little bit more gold, until the line is diffused. Now you can't really see where one stops and the other one starts. It's kind of like a little ombre. Alright, so I'm back. Top of the eyes is already done, and I do take back that this color right here is garbage. I mean, it is not a good color. It didn't really like darken up much. However, I tried to do this eye without using it at all because I thought it had made no impact on the eye look, and I had to end up using it because somehow it made Ice Pop look a little bit more vibrant on the outer corner than it looked without it. So I did use it. It's just not a dark brown matte, but it is doing something in this eye look. So if by any chance you're recreating this eye look, do use a little bit of that on the outer corner because it did make a little bit of a difference. Alright, so I'm putting this aside for now because we are going to start working on complexion, and then we'll go back, of course, to finish up the under eye. My face only has moisturizer on as of right now. Okay, so for primer, I did have to go buy one. I bought the Milani Prime Light. I was looking for the new e.l.f. one to like review it, but it wasn't out yet. And then I thought I'd buy the Angel Veil, because everybody talks about that one, but I did not find it at Target. So I ended up getting this one from Milani. This is called Prime Light and is an illuminating face primer. I'm hoping I like it. I've never heard anybody talk about it, so if you guys have used it, let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. I put a hefty amount right here, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it with my sponge. It's definitely illuminating because my pores are already looking larger. I did expect that to happen though. I went for this one because of the foundation that I'm going to use, because it is very matte, so I'm like, any illuminating thing I can do, I'm sure will help. For foundation, I will be using this one here. I did not have to buy it because I've had this one since it like first came out. I'm not sure if when I bought it I had a YouTube channel or not, but if I made a video reviewing it, I'll link it up there as well. I have to check because I honestly don't remember. I do know that I love this foundation. I don't wear it often because I feel like it probably clogs my pores a little bit, but I love the color that I got it on. This one is the soft beige. See, I feel like this color is just so good. It matches me perfectly. The foundation is fully blended, and we're going back with my concealer to highlight this face. This is some full coverage stuff right here. Normally I go for a little bit more glowy. I've heard that the Drugstore has some good glowy foundations. I have not tried any of those yet. I have too many foundations, honestly. And I feel very guilty buying more. Okay, so concealer is blended and now it's time to set it. I did go ahead and buy a new powder today because I did not have any Drugstore setting powders. I do have RCMA setting powder, but you can't really find that one at the Drugstore, even though it is a cheap setting powder, so I'm not counting it. So I went and bought something that you could find at the Drugstore. I've heard really nice things about this one, so I cannot wait to see how I like it. And I've seen people bake with this one, so I'm just going to apply a good amount. Oh crap. Okay, so far, and I have not taken off the excess yet, but so far so good, because I was not happy with the way my pores were looking. And now I'm like, what pores? I don't see them there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and dust off the excess. Okay, so the face is set. It is looking very, very bright right now. I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of this Make It Dewy spray because I'm looking a little bit like more matte than I would like. So hopefully this helps, and I'll let it fully dry before I go on to the next steps. Alright, so that was an extremely generous amount, and I'm just going to go ahead and dry it. It's already looking better. Okay, so I'm going to move on to my under eyes, and I'm going to get the number 18 brush from Sephora collection and the color Strawberry Lemonade, which is this one here, which is the one that we have like mostly everywhere. And I'm going to go ahead and also put it underneath my lower lash line. That went on so pigmented. And then I'm going to blend it out with Berry Ice. The brush I'm using is the E38 by Sigma. By the way, guys, I never say this, but I do have a Sigma discount code. I usually link it in the description box of my video. So if you ever do a Sigma purchase, please use my code. I've actually never had anybody do that, so it'll be nice if you do it. And now we're only missing the inner corner, so I'm going to use this same setting spray and wet my number 18 brush, and we are going into the color Main Squeeze, this one right here, and that's going to be our inner corner color. And I made sure to wet the brush because I wanted it to pop just as much as the gold one on the eyelid popped, because, you know, it needs to be our highlight. For mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This one's not my favorite for like actual volume, but I do love to apply it underneath lashes because this is a full glam look, so we are going to use some lashes afterwards. So mascara is on, and I did buy an eyeliner pencil. This one is from Pixie, and it is the color Matte Sienna. It's like a reddish brown, and I want to put it in the waterline of my eye. Alright, so I applied it on there. As you can see, it makes my under eyes just a little bit more colorful. I do like the way it looks on camera. It's a really nice eyeliner pencil too. It went on super smoothly. Let's go ahead and apply bronzer. And this one I use almost every day. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. When I first got this one, like my first impressions on it was like, I don't know what the hype is. But then I kept using it and then I'm like, wait, no, it's actually really, really nice. So I use it quite a lot. I use it with this Morphe M530 brush. And my favorite thing about it is that, besides the tone of it, of course, is that you can build it. And it looks really, really nice, and it doesn't look dry. I just love the way it builds up. Since this is a full glam look, I am going to define that bronzer a little bit more. Just like that. I'm just going to take it off now. I don't leave that on for long. It's just enough to, like, see, make it look very nice and defined there. If you have super dry skin, this is not the greatest thing to do. I'm hoping my dewy setting spray will help afterwards. But it just looks so nice, like the way it defines your face basically. Alright, it is time for blush, and I've had this one forever and I use it quite often. This is the Rose Dior Milani Baked Blush. I absolutely love this one. And I'm going to use my E4 Morphe brush to just apply it. And last, for highlighter, this one right here is from Wet n Wild. This is like dirt cheap. It is like $2 and some cents at Walmart. I'm going to use this highlighting brush, and I'm just going to pop it right here on the tops of my cheekbones. Alright, once again, we are going to do me up. Alright, so I didn't get a lip liner because I thought I have lipsticks at home, but I think I'm going to combine two lipsticks. They're both Maybelline. So the first one is Touch of Spice number 660, and I'm going to use this one kind of to line my lips, just like that. And I'm going to use this one here, which is a super nude one. This one's called Nude Lust, and we're using it in the center. Okay, I think I'm going to add a little bit more of this one. Okay, I mixed a little bit more of this one over top of it because it looked a little too nude there for a second. And my setting spray is now fully dry. I'm going to go ahead and pop on a pair of Ardell Wispies. I have them right here. And I will be right back with the final look. Alright guys, so lashes are applied and this is the final look. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I wasn't sure where I was going when I started doing my makeup, but I think this is quite a nice Valentine's Day look. It's sure pinky and like flirty and like sultry. It's got it all really. I do really like it. So now that we are fully done with this makeup, I can tell you that out of all of these like products that I have here in front of me from the drugstore, I know the ones that I had tried before I liked. So I recommend all of them except for one. This was new to me and I didn't buy it because anybody recommended it or anything. I just wanted to try it and I thought, hey, like a dewy primer, why not? I do not like it. I feel like it makes my pores be emphasized, and the Wet n Wild foundation is good at blurring out pores, and this Fit Me powder was also really good at blurring out pores because when I put it on I was like, oh my god, they went away. However, this right here I don't think is working with the rest of my makeup. So if you guys are looking for like drugstore alternatives to products that you see out there, all of these are linked in the description box down below, so you can check them out. I put the prices and everything right next to the products there. So the only one that I would definitely skip would be this Milani Prime Light Face Primer. I don't like it at all. It is not a good one. This is not a review, this was more about the look, but I did want to point that out. There was one more thing that I learned from this video, and that was that when I was looking up all these products that I was using to write them down for the description box of my video down below. I did notice like online what the different prices of the products were at different stores, and Walmart and Target have it for the cheapest price. There's usually like a 1 cent or like a 2 cent difference between the two. Walmart usually being the one that's 2 cents cheaper. And Ulta adds like an additional $2 to $3 to every single one of these items. So make sure to check your local Walmart or Target for them before you go to Ulta, because you will spend a little bit more money over there. I learned one more thing. Target's prices online are different than Target prices in the store, because when I was looking them up, it was saying that some of these products were a certain price and I bought them at a different price in the store. So I don't know what that's about, but I did not like it. Alright guys, so that is all I had to say. I really hope that you guys like this like full Valentine's Day glam makeup look with 100% all drugstore products. I've been wanting to do a drugstore products video for a while, so I'm glad that Valentine's Day came up and helped me to get inspired basically. Make sure if you liked it to give this video a thumbs up. Thumbs up really helped me out. If you're new here or if this is the first video you watch of me, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me when you guys do that. It really helps me out. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. I do respond to every single one of my comments. I love to read them. So make sure anything you have to say, you leave it in the comments down below. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you loved it, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye! Alright guys, I have one more little thing to say. Those of you who are dry, do not go out of your way to buy this foundation right here. This foundation is a very matte finish foundation. I've been wearing this for like 10 minutes now. And it already just looks like too matte for my personal liking, so I know that if you have dry skin you wouldn't like this one. I still did like the Fit Me powder because I know that I could use this underneath my eyes, but I would definitely switch the foundation to a more hydrating drugstore foundation. I know that those exist, I just don't own any of them, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I still hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you have normal to oily skin, you're absolutely going to love these products. As you can see, I have nothing on because we are going to start from absolute zero for this drugstore Valentine's Day glam look. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video actually. It is going to be kind of like a glam, what am I gonna call it? Welcome to my Valentine's Day drugstore look. Valentine's Glam. Valentine's Day drugstore look. Welcome to my Valentine's Glam look using all drugstore products. There we go. I like that one.